All right, Shalom. This is the brother Kaya from the GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Akam that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, the video be edifying first and foremost for the whole elect, and to those that cleave to the body. I just want to get into a quick article real quick. It's the end time headlines, which is a great site, to measure, the times that we living in. They give up, a lot of geopolitical news and, giving you pinpoint, spot on information regarding, things like the war. All right, so this from February 23rd, 2023. All right, it says UN, which is the United Nations General Assembly, demands Russia withdraw from Ukraine. It says the resolution is non-binding, but it carries symbolic weight by signifying Russia's continued isolation on the world stage ahead of Friday's one-year anniversary of the start of the war. Now, again, we know leading up to the World War, there are going to be proxy wars, okay, things in between. And little do you know, this can be the jumping point to World War III, which some believe, all right, but we'll see. It says 141 countries voted to approve the measure, while 7, including Belarus, Nicaragua, and Syria, voted against it. 32 countries abstained. The resolution also called for an immediate ceasefire and underscored the need to establish accountability for war, which America is known for war crimes, all right, democracy, false agenda, and flags that they have put on other nations, okay. And then when you check Esau's track record, all right, this devil been warring for hundreds of years, man. All right, I did a video a couple years back on the timeline of war for Esau, and man, it'll blow your mind, man. He basically been warring since he been in power. Prior to that, even in the ancient time of him, he was warring, man. Okay, you just look up timeline of war. Let's see what we could do here. All right. I'll come right back to that. And you just go down, look at this, man. Charts of wars with American involvement. I mean, this man is just known for war. Look at the dates. 1846. 31 more rules. Look at this. Look at this, man. War in which American colonists and United States citizens officially participated. Look at this, man. King Philip War, July 4th. King William's, Queen Anne's War. On and on. Look at the years in which this devil have warred, man. Mexican-American War, all the way down to World War I. Alright, World War II. Right, Civil Wars, Vietnam Wars. Come on. 2001, Little Small War, the invasion of Iraq. Look at this, man. Yemeni Civil War. Look at this, man. So we talking a timeline in which is dated back to 1675, man. Probably even longer. All the way down up into what you got now, which is going on into the 2015 present. Okay, U.S. and Libya against ISIS. Which, whatever. That's some shit they made, they created. All right, it seemed like that's a war, but nonetheless. All right, let's get back to where we was at. Just wanted to pull that up real quick, right? So they want to establish accountability for war crimes, but they want somebody that's posing war against a country that they allied with, which is really Ukraine was a part of Russia, but they want to control that as well, man, because, again, that's a prominent position for them to position themselves against the war against Russia on that borderline. right? That's why they need Ukraine. There's a bigger agenda. It says, additionally, it highlighted the need to reach as soon as possible a comprehensive, just, and lasting peace in line with the principles of the UN Charter. Ukraine is effectively defending itself against a much stronger enemy, and I appeal to you. This is a decisive moment to show support, unity, and solidarity, which America never showed support, unity, and solidarity. There's been time where Zelensky done begged the West just to help him out with just war materials, man. You know, they asking the West or the UN or whatever you want to call it, right? They're asking them to just, put up no-fly zones to Russia. These different things, man. But remember that America always has an agenda, and they using, Zelensky and the former presidents or whoever was over Ukraine just to get what they need to get out the deal. People don't care about the Ukrainians, man. It says Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba and said during a General Assembly special session on Wednesday, which they're having these meetings against Russia, but according to Ezekiel 38, Russia not going to stop, man. All right? Once the battle got started, and they got those hooks in his jaws, which is biblical prophecy, he can't stop, all right? The Lord has the heart kings as the minds of the water. Matter of fact, let me get that right. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hands of Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it wheresoever he will. You see? You read in the NLT, it says the king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. That's in all caps, which is Yahweh. He guides it wheresoever he please. So they're praying for end time, right? Established. They won't call for a resolution or a truce, right? To demand Russia to leave Ukraine. Let's see this. All right. This was 1 day ago. This is a Newsbreak app. It says Russia has changed its plan to take over Ukraine. Which this, again, the Lord plays chess, right? He got the nations warring with each other, which it says in Matthew, nation shall be against nation, right? Let's get that. And it's done on a high level, man. All right, it's done on a spiritual level altogether. All right, this is Matthew. Bear with me. Where the hell? 24. 24. 24:7. Well, I'll go up 1:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And this is red letter. All right. See that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Which this identifies biblical prophecy. As I was reading in the article, the end time headlines. All right. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Which is going to even be rumors on top of rumors, man. All right. So what you hear is a rumor, right? You having a rumor of a rumor. Rumors. Trying to find it. And that thing shall not be passed yet, right? Let's get it. Let's get that. Matthew 24. Let's see what it says in And right now, this the rumors, because, it haven't came full circle yet. So, let's get that word rumor.
Strong's G 189 AKA. AKA.
Right. It says the sense of hearing, the organ of hearing, the ear, the thing heard, instruction, namely oral, right, of preaching a gospel, hearsay, report, or rumor. So the reports It's being rumored in the ears of the audience, which the people are listening, because World War III is a big deal. It's a life-changing event. All right? And what the Lord do, he's stirring the pot. You know, he's stirring the minds of the people. Okay? But he don't move them until the say set or time of the measure be fulfilled. So even with America asking that they basically, you know, remove themselves from Ukraine, they have to ask the Lord for Russia to move themselves out of Ukraine, man. You see? Which the Lord is the one that has the belt of Russia, you know, inside of this place, man. This second Ezra 4:37, it says, by measure had he measured the times, and by number had he numbered the times, and he do not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Which the said measure be fulfilled is to basically start a World War III. All right, for ultimately our Lord to intervene, okay, and both sides be destroyed, all right, and the elect get saved. So this is going to continue. You can't get out of this one, you goddamn devil. All right, it says Russia has changed its plans to take over Ukraine with the goal now to exhaust the country rather than conquer new territory, UK intel says, right? So they lost. They don't know what Russia doing. How they doing it? You know, and Russia been invaded that place. The West should have been sent a big army through that, right, and to move Russia back across the line. But guess what? It never happened. They won't plea bargain. Oh, move. We're going to put a wall, you know, no trade things in place. I forget the name of it. All right, on them or whatever, man. It says Russia plan to control Ukraine has changed and now focuses on trying to exhaust it. UK intel said that's a switch from its earlier priority of trying to conquer the new territory. Now this is what the UK saying, right? Ukraine and its allies have warned that Russia aims to win by wearing down Western support. So again, Russia playing chess, because Russia really could take Ukraine over, man. You know, that's like the lion is playing with the cub, you know, or the young lion. Really, the lion can take over it, man. The lad or whatnot, you know. It says Russia current plan is to exhaust the country and its military over a long campaign rather than focus on taking new territory, according to the latest report. So they're going to have America just fund Ukraine, all kind of weaponry and whatever, and just exhaust and just drag it out. Because the thing with America, they don't need a dragged out war. They like to handle business because they're going to what? Have to supply, right? Which what? Weakens their inventory more and more. Seeing that nobody is trading with America right now because they're at odds with them, right? And what Russia is doing, they're being a guard unto the other nations, basically getting them prepared to handle swords to go against the horde, which is America, which is biblically written about. It says in an intelligent update on Friday, the MOD said that Russia's campaign now likely primarily seeks to degrade the Ukrainian military, which they're being funded by the West or America, as you know, or the United Nations, okay? Rather than being focused on seizing substantial new territory. So let me jump down. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, who knows, he might be playing both sides, man. You know, he might not be fully committed to the West, right? Who knows? He might just be playing both sides to get the intel, then report it back to Putin. So this is chess the Lord playing. Said in January that Russia was trying to exhaust it with drone strikes. Wearing down Ukraine could potentially lead to a peace deal where Russia gains territory, or a situation where Ukrainian allies tired of giving it new weapons and its military then becomes easier to defeat. The UK Defense Ministry said this strategy shift occurred over the last few weeks in contrast with Russia's earlier approach. After launching its invasion in February, Russia attempted to seize the whole country and dispose its government. After that failed, it then focused efforts on taking over the east and south of Ukraine. All right, so Let's jump down. It says, but instead, well, Russia had expected to take Ukraine's capital in just 2 days, U.S. officials said. But instead, it was pushed back to the east by Ukraine army, which I doubt, where the two sides have been grinding away ever since. They're not in a power struggle, all right? If Russia is in there, man, Russia got all the control and leverage that they need, or they right where they want to be, and they got Ukraine right where they think they ought to be. It says the ministry also noted that Russia has been trying to control Ukraine since 2014, and that his invasion came after years of attack by Russia-backed separatists in the east and the annexation of Crimea. Western leaders have long warned that Russia's strategy involves exhausting Ukraine and its allies to the point where the country supporting Ukraine stop or significantly reduce the military help they give it, which they are. It says Nikolai Patrushev, the head of Russia's Security Council, said last summer that Putin's plan is to wait out Europe's support, knowing he doesn't have to answer to his people. Putin is a very patient guy. He can afford to wait 6 to 9 months. He can control Russia society much more tightly than the West can control its society. All right. The U.S. Defense Ministry update suggests that this strategy has now started to impact Russia's battlefield tactics. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So, you know, again, the Lord have set up Russia in such a way, all right, that it could be sit there and be patient, man. You know, they could just be patient with what it's doing, all right, and just wait it out. Just exhaust. Allow the Lord, allow America or the North to just exhaust all the energy, man. Right? And then what? Come with all the allies who allied with Russia, man, and come up against the horde and all her allies. The horde is America, chiefly. All right, EU and NATO, right, joined in tug. You know, with the likes of Israel and different other allies, which going to turn on the horde anyways, all right? This is Ezekiel 38:4. It says, and I will, though yet the Lord is against these, Gog, okay, and the chief of Meshach and Tubal, as it says in 3, right? And I will turn thee back and put into thy jaws, and I will bring thee, put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all source of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling swords, and that have begun. All right, so the Lord is bringing an army against America, man. Army, all right, chiefly being spearheaded by what? Russia, okay, who we know as Gog in the scriptures. It says Persia, Egypt, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmet. Yeah, that's gonna be allied against them, all right, or with them. It says, Gomer, all his bands, the house of Togarmah, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee, right? And be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them, man. You see? And after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waged, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely in them. But nonetheless, all right, the Lord have set up, you know, these nations. They're not gonna back out, man. All right, they're not gonna withdraw from Ukraine, as you see right here. All right, and the Lord is only gonna get worse. They're gonna pursue it more and more. So I will write this out. Was that a farm? Until next time, I'm gonna see Shalom.